Hello, mateys. This is Gavis Galaxy in Pirate City Caribbean film series here. Um, Today is Monday, September 16th, 2019 today. And last night I've been watching over about 3 hours and 27 minutes at about WWE Network Clash of Champions for last night. So all the Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins Universal Championship matches for the last one is awesome. And the Fiend Bray Wyatt, it could be a little demon attack, an ambush for Rollins to he making the cautiousness to for the procession do, and concluding Alexa Bliss with Naked Class, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and in conclusion R-Truth, the Carmella, and WWE Superstar Stampede with Drake Maverick. Then Bailey with Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair have the Raw SmackDown Women's Championship. And all superstars could be to make fun of it and make fun of it for those all this 60,000 people. So as making the officials be making fun. So yesterday, and we're just having to talk to you guys about the battle of subscribers or the 500s. Tony doesn't like 500 subscribers. Only thinking about it, a few 120 subscribers. So if he doesn't get to the subscribe contest today, so he does subscribes Majorga Nuggets, Big Brother, and Larry's Lounge. He mentioned that K behind the camera there, Bridger West. It's one of reaction. It's one of the most reaction there with his video. So not much. So not much about acceptable any problems. And Tony just calling the vow to from the Mantha without the Gage. So we talked about Gage Tornado, and yeah, he kept saying that about two things about those words about those guys that and that's the one thing for the most of the extreme videos on 500 the subscribers. Um, the people didn't know people still know you guys, so still know you guys about to see Tony and Samantha and Gage. Some people know so they watching on YouTube, and the special if it does specialize. So her mom realized that she realized to her videos.com his YouTubers and her YouTube and his YouTube about Tony's brother. So Tony wants to call out for Gage without Mantha. Um, if I if he use if he basically just noticed just notified about throw out for the 500 subscribers, just throw on to kick him out, and that could be illegal. It could be illegal violation in the environment. So not he would say no 500 subscribers. That he says he doesn't. I don't like 500 subscribers. Like he says, don't even think about it about 500 subscribers to throw them out to the golden plate button. And Jesse says he didn't know Tony about that. He lives on the Las Vegas, Nevada. He lives at his house with his sister Samantha, and the YouTube channels could be I subscribe Mantha Tornado. However, to see the people engage about the Gage Tornado about that, that reason could be one of that against the court essays. It could be about wellness policy, that about 500 subscriber battle and throw out. But then he exactly that he's not supposed to be the 500 subscribers. So he told people to say no. He told people to say no 1,000 subscribers. So Tony tells people he doesn't know about he didn't like it the YouTube channel, or he does like it, they likes the YouTube channels. So they allow for the uploading to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Vine, cameras. So including Cocker Story, Cocker Talk, and Tom Laurel. I just got posted a pictures on the Leave It Works today for the last 2 months ago. Frankie and I just spent a night here about 2 days ago for the last 2 months of the summer ago and July. Mom and Dad and Bella just came out to welcome to the Leave It Works today, and about 4 hours later to the minimum wage. At that time, there could be people that keep it longest time below this about who notices. So all those people didn't know Mantha without the Gage. So people didn't know Gage Tornado's name. Tony knows those people. He went to the VidCon about last 3 months. His former girlfriend Millie just expenses break up from 2 years ago, and he doesn't live with her together anymore. So he's still with her sister. He's still with mom, and his dad was passed away for about last year. So so Sparky too. So he passed away too. Callie's is RK, the first birthday, and he's a pretty cute dog, and he always very excited to go on for a walk, and however we if it stop forever. However, if they stop for Gage, if he stop Mantha, and he trying to get the stop for 500 subscribers, the battle throughout, but it could be one of the speak to her about Gage Tornado to 500 subscribes for subscribe hunt. So people didn't know about 500 subscribe when in Las Vegas, Nevada. But those who have a republic, they told people they have to no 500 subscribes are allowed. It could be illegal to the violation. That could be against the court of law. The do whatever you're gonna do. So his opportunity for his YouTube subscribers to get his job, the subscriber that got his job, and he didn't do the drugs, and she didn't get the drugs. So Mantha got junk in her food, so she ate too much food. For he didn't like Mantha to eat too much food. She weighed over about almost 250 pounds, and if this Mantha needs to lose weight, and she might have to go out for a walk, and she'll go out for the high schools, go out for fitness walking for PE, walking on the PE. Tony loves. I think Tony wants to walk too. So with Kelly, with his dog. I just ran yesterday. So if you guys wanted to leave the house to go out for a walk, a jog, and run, so don't so try not to listen to Gage today. So right now, Samantha just went to the high schools on a classroom. So he barely stays home to he's out going to and everybody goes to the store for get some the lunch or the Jack in the Box and McDonald's and they have the Popeyes and KFCs and Wendy's. So Wendy's they have Walmart and Safeways and Wincos and if in Las Vegas they have the Winco. So he said it does matter to when you go out for the travel when you go to travel around to back to the California and just like me and when I was born into the Travis Air Force Base. So so I've been there about last year for the Disneyland for summer 2018. Um, I'm not sure if Bella's underwent mad. So Bella she doesn't know to Samantha Tornado and she didn't know those people didn't know Mantha and Mantha gets the important thing about first semester from a high schools. So I'm gonna see the hisvideo.com. So nothing worthily, guys. So he barely gets it embarrassment for Gage Tornado. Um, he nearly get her to confront her after she gets out from the high schools. So 5 days every day. So that reasons could be wanted to undecided to I wanted to decided to wanted engagement to a disengage for without Tony. Um, Tony doesn't have the choice to engage any of those people. Um, he probably didn't know those opportunity. Amanda Jean knows to those people with the opportunity. He's been a friendly in about very long time. It could be problem. It could be everything problem. It could be anything problem. So um his mom really didn't knew about this and didn't news about a lot of bad decisions. Um, I have to tell you, Mace. Tony, Tony knows he didn't like it to 500 subscribe to the calls out. Um, he's not very well, so she did put the 500 subscribes to with Gage, so he throws away. He calls her super psycho, crazy, and raging, um, and she hurt them. She hurt his feelings, just like he says. So and that's that he says he hurt my feelings. So I gonna have to stop her for reasons. So I didn't notice to Tony just say that about from Mantha to Gage. So what they're talking about, people didn't know. People did not knows or what you have to talking about. They don't know what you're talking about. They're busy. They try to start recording to. They start raping the recording in about the last couple of years ago. Every people all around to Nevada State. Um, I didn't know those. I didn't know those. I didn't know that those are the bad people. They don't. I didn't have bad. I didn't have my bad people. I could have the good people there. So and this is a good expectation. So Mantha's gonna temporarily learn the lesson. So that could be no idea what is she supposed to be and what she means to. They say, he says, what does that mean with about 500 subscribers? He doesn't good at all. So he doesn't good at all. So Tony hates it. I think he likes 35 subscribes. That's the good that the temporarily is legal. So 35 subscriber is it was legal. At 500 subscribes, it is illegal to the environment. It is illegal on the environment to one of the violation of wellness and policy, and he did that with the purpose. Um, but he tries to sit around. He tries to sit on the couch with his sister to his mankind for reasons. So he throws over to the Gage Tornado. He throws up to the take the dump. He throws up, dump him with no reasons. So Mantha made it hurt him feelings. Whether his the mankind on YouTube. So his live stream. So but then I texted her for YouTube comments today for all this commitments to the people. I'm not sure what he's going up to. So but if he can't subscribe to the 500 of them, that could be worse. That could be bad. That could be bad idea. What I have supposed to mean to guys. So what I have would be. And that's the legal one. That's the legal one. Said about throw people out for outside of the buildings. The Gage told people to kick him out through the building. So he embarrassed himself. He embarrassed he was embarrassed them. He embarrassed themselves. He embarrassed himself, or he embarrassed those people. Every time, last 2 days ago, Tony reaction there for disengaged to the by himself, disengaged by himself. So he knew that God told him not to say that words. So God knows Tony, and he was supposed to do that. He says, "Stop! It can't be 500 subscribers." So she can't afford to almost 600 of them. It could be illegal. It's not at about 1,000 of them on YouTubers. People watching, all these people in the house watching the YouTubes, vlogging the videos, and sense knows caution rule number one. Since every people have to be stoppable, have to stop legally to stop illegally to the videoing taping to saying that about Gage Tornado with Mantha, and Tony doesn't. Tony hates it for the loss about it could be worse that they could be underestimate them long time, but he's vowing to the Gage Tornado, and without Mantha. If Tony watches it, he finds him out. He'd be going to very disappointing himself. He gets punishment for reasons he's saying that about for reasons. And caution rule number 2. As far as he's concerns, he could be worse. It could be worse there. He could be worse there all the time. So Tony, he kept saying that about Mantha, with Mantha. However, with all of those people didn't have no choice. For Return of a Crazy Boyfriend, he calls him the crazy boyfriend, and that could be unacceptable. It could be unacceptable, just like an employee, just like a YouTube employees, the paychecks and live streams, and gamers and daddy dad, daddy 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 dad. That's not good. If that's not acceptable for reasons. Um, as far as concerns, as you can, so he can have one of his channel like it very carefully, just what he could. So if that thinks it could be disrespectful for those people, Gay was disrespectful, Mantha was temporarily disrespectful, disoriented. Tony was respected those people with his opportunity for all times. Caution rule number 3, last one. That could be strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. Tony is supposed to just orientated to for Mantha. For the Mantha, he quit as he took the food away. He kept put the food away from Mantha. She can't be good, so she can't be under good. She can't be acceptable. So she always eats. She always go out for the lunch and dinner, go into desserts, eat a lot of the bigger food, the bigger bowl for pasta. We're watching this video. Where we're watching those YouTubes. Mantha ate the giant big bowl of pasta without the spaghetti sauce, without this meat, without this chicken. So I put the paper plates to I just scoop it in for 2 times scoop it in for 1 or 2 times a day. I didn't put in large food on my plate, so I put the medium food on the plate, so it could be too much food. People eating too much food, and that could be a stomach would be upset, wanted to go to the bathroom. Don't eat it too much. If you eat too much if you eat a lot of food, you'll get puke all over the room, all over the bedroom, all over bathroom, all over the toilet. That could be illegal. That could be illegal. Put on the large meal on the food. So what she did. So no good. It just happened a little bit. He told the doctor, and I just want to you'll get a what he says. No more. She says no more food. You get a heart disease. You don't listen. She doesn't listen to him. It's for a reason. So Tony says, you get a heart disease. You don't listen to me. He says, from the Mantha disrespected for last week ago. And that worse. Anyone else in the question, guys? So you can watch reaction there for his channel. Alright, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe, some more contest. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Ryan Camus, Kakastoya, Kakatalk, Tumblr, likes and comments, and link is description. And please subscribe on Tony Tornado, Samantha Tornado, and Majorga Nuggets, Big Brother, K Behind the Camera, Bridgie West, Boogie 2988, Stephen Williams, Bun Simpkins 888, Crocodile Bus 888. So Juliet Riley. I don't think Team created there, so he just undescribed about last year ago, and you never know to see that coming. So I subscribed the Jonathan shows, Cuba Guy, Space Jam Gardas, Lil Life and Moco, Nesboog, Derek Diso, The Book Show, Lysander Corner Joe, Ronda Rousey, and the WWE and network. So that's however we can. Including UFC, don't subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe on USA. This is called the Guys and Girls Fighters, and including Dynamite for the UFC presidents. Love you guys. So feel free to watch action today. Feel free to death. Don't forget. So keep it rich, mateys.